I got a lot of Hey, Comatose. Happy Being Born Day. Hey, Dar. Aw, thank you. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Chris. Hey, Mitch. Hey, Savea. Oh, hey, Sam Dog. Hey, my love. Hey. Hey, Tiggy. Hey, Joe. How are all y'all doing today? Crazy. Can you help me with something, babe? Can you turn on those two lights that are up high? You can then reach them. How have you guys been? What are you up to? Ugh. Oh, it is bright. That's okay. We'll figure it out. Maybe flip it the other way. We're still figuring this out. Mitch, it has been forever. How are you doing? Oh, I was looking directly into it too. Randy, can you still see?
No.
Oh, well, now that it's nice and bright in here, how are y'all doing? Let me get my taboblet set up. Ah, oh, crap. Are you serious? I'm not even logged into my own mail? Making sure I'm in live chat. Thank you, baby. I'm gonna go ahead and get plugged in. There we go. Super pro. I'm doing good. Surgery all done. New boobs and smiling. Hell yeah. Right on.
Oh yeah.
You okay?
Yeah.
Right on. Oh. It's my birthday. Thank you, Randy. He's been playing that at me all day. It's been amazing. Okay, putting this into live chat so I can see all y'all's comments and questions and stuff. Hey, Lindsay. Hey, Pro. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Dianica. I'm so glad y'all joined me here today. I'm going to be getting some crafting done for upcoming shop updates. And we're playing with polymer clay today, y'all. Hey, Jen. Eee. Being 33 has never been so fun. But, oh, also, okay, shameless self-promotion, but give us just a sec, y'all. Please humor me. We are accepting pre-orders for our super durable shirts that you can order from our friends with World of Strange. You can go to our website, backtruthcreations.com, and right there at the top of the homepage is where you can click and it'll take you. But we are accepting pre-orders until the 12th, and that's kind of how we're celebrating our birthdays. Like, everybody buy a super durable shirt. But they are limited run. We're just kind of like feeling out the waters of wearable merch, but we absolutely love our friends with World is Strange. Y'all have heard us talk about Ben and Tracy, I'm sure, like a million times. But
where did you say the link is?
At the very top of our homepage.
Ah, okay.
Could you add it to the video description though?
Oh, sure.
Oh, sure. Randy, the ever-suffering Randy, is going to be getting it added to the video description. Well, happy belated birthday, Mitch. Just turned 50 last week. Perfect time to come back to the Back to Earth family. Well, we're glad to have you back. We missed you. Happy birthday. Hey, Jennifer. It's my birthday. Okay. I never get tired of that. Until I do, which hasn't happened yet. But I know it will. They are awesome. Love watching World of Strange. Right? Like, I love her behind the scenes of how they do the screen printing and stuff. They're basically wizards. And the video that they have up of screen printing these, we were actually over there in their facility that they screen print in, and I was the one getting the video of it for her. Happy Being Born Day. Thank you, Comatose. I'm going to go ahead and get the camera flipped around. It's my birthday. Oh, goodness. To be fair, when it was Randy's birthday, I played that on like an hour-long loop nonstop, and Maddie and I sang to him. It's your birthday. Okay, getting situated. It's been a minute since we live streamed, Joe. I don't know if y'all are aware. Oh, everything's all stuck together. I even do? Why does my screen look like this? Wendy, can you help? Oh, it's my birthday. Oh, goodness. I don't know. Maybe if I click back. Oh, what have I done? Oh, maybe if I close out of it and reopen it. Okay, that's working. Okay. Nah. Okay, that's working. There we go. Hey, Leanne, how's it going? Okay. So today, I actually shot a tutorial that will be having come out on Sunday on how I made a leaf cane to make these, well, polymer clay glow-in-the-dark leaves. Happy birthday. Thank you, Leanne. Hey, Forging S'mores. It's been a minute. How are you doing? Thank you for the birthday wishes. Oh. Huh? What's up, babe?
I'm having an issue signing into YouTube.
Of course we are. Eee! Hey, Yvette. Hey, Leanne. Thank you, guys. Hope you had an awesome birthday week. It's been pretty good. We have been, gosh, we've just been working, honestly, but it's been really nice. Today was day 6 of a year of yoga over on the Vonster vlog, and that's been a ton of fun. Really, really enjoying getting to do that with y'all. I'm going to smush this back up. Hey, Carol, thank you. Right on, Sabaesh. I love watching your yoga videos every morning. Have you been participating along at all, or? Because legit, like if everybody watches just as cat cow for the next year, that'd be amazing. So let me pop in the pasta machine back onto the thickest setting, just because I want to get this black processed. Ooh, right on, Sabea. Says I'm going to start doing yoga with you this weekend. Got my yoga mat today. Oh, that's phenomenal. Eee. Like, I'm just so excited, and it's keeping me accountable, which is like, not gonna lie, it's kind of hard to do. Hey, Penny. Thank you so much. How have you been? I haven't seen you in age. I feel like I haven't seen any of y'all in ages. Oh, that's some nice clay. Okay, but I am gonna just fold it right on back up and stick it in the little drawer so that it doesn't get messy. So I'm gonna try to do this guy with, I guess, more of the copper, or maybe what color of clay? I mean, I guess I could do more of the black, but because I'm working on another video that is these, hey, Sea Kitty, thank you. That it's a whole jewelry box that I'm making for myself, using our broken cabochon collection. And where did those other 2 pieces go? I'm always losing. Oh, here they are. Like, check out that one. And this one was just broken all to heck. Like, so, but it glued back together pretty nicely. Isn't that such a beautiful flash? Like, and then this one's for the other side of that. So I was making these leaves to kind of incorporate into that build, but I'm getting video of that one, so I'm going to try to not work on that today, but that doesn't mean we can't work on things that we will be incorporating into the other one. Hey, Sharon. Giddy says, ooh, clay. I'm here now, not feeling too good. Oh, no. I hope you get to feeling better, Sharon. What's up, baby?
Okay, it's fixed.
Oh, well, thank you, love. Was everything all right?
Yeah, I tried to jump back into my YouTube and it was like, something went wrong.
Oh, son of a biscuit.
Help and claim your channel. And I'm like, what?
Ooh.
I just refreshed the page. And it's like, oh yeah, you're signed in.
make a candle cup today. See, that's how I've been eating these yogurts like a fiend. Okay, so here we have a little. Hell, you just satisfying smiling so much. My place. I'm back with Vaughn and Randy. His reply. Hell yes. Oh yeah. Hey Kathy, how are you doing? So I don't know if I can show you because I can't really reach the not the ceiling fans, the lights without like wrecking the city with my tuchus. But these glow in the dark really nicely. Hey Heavens. Have you heard anything about Mid-South Con yet? Other than what you told me, Yvette, I have not. And I've been a very bad person and haven't really looked into it too much. But I don't know what our... if we'll be traveling much to conventions in the next year or so. We're trying really, really hard to just be as frugal as possible. So we, other than going to see family, for the holidays, I don't think we'll be. How did this get off? Ugh, everything's so dusty. I don't think we'll be doing much traveling. Ah! Yvette says, I think we're going to Arkansas Con next month for Bruce Campbell. Oh, that'd be cool. It does look kind of like sushi, doesn't it? Hey, D. Arkansas Con. Apparently. Randy's going, I think he'd like to meet Bruce Campbell.
Really?
Yeah, we never did cross paths with him when we were on the road, did we? Ooh, though I do have some different like crystals and stuff. I don't know what to do. Hey, Wandy. Do I make a crystal pendant or do I make a candle cup? I'm not entirely certain yet, Jennifer. I was kind of just... I'm going to make a pendant. So I feel like just something kind of chill and simple. Huh?
You know, I can't hear you at all. Right?
Oh, can you not?
No.
Well, I'm just hollering in here.
Like, I had to turn on your video, the sound on your video.
Oh, really? Hey, Drax. Well, thank you. Oh, well, it's great to see you, though, Angie.
Everything's got like a nice couple second delay.
Gotcha. So this is just a twisty of some clay that was the trim off end of this that I just rolled together. And I think I'm gonna... start to gently roll up. Yeah, right? Do it, love?
I just realized that it was coming through my headset only.
Kind of like tentacles. I wasn't really going to do any of the sucker cups or anything. Oh, it's my birthday. Thank you, honey. Oh, goodness. Oh, well. I mean, a bee's not the end of the world, is it? I mean, it might be. I don't know. It's been a long time since I was in school. I'm going to make a mess of this. Y'all ready? I don't know if I'm ready. So I'm putting a little bit of this clay on like this liquid Sculpey onto the crystal. Well, I do hope your day gets better, Sea Kitty. And I think this is really just going to behave like lubricating up the whole crystal, so it's just going to be slip and sliding everywhere. Birthday! Alright, that's enough of that, honey. What was it I was saying that like 2 minutes ago? Oh, I won't ever get sick of that. I don't have enough hands. Time to use my mouth. Do, 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 do. A B isn't bad, but I was so close to an A. I hear you. Is there any hope for like extra credit or anything like that? Or is it just, it is what it is? Oh yeah, this is not helping at all. To keep things from slipping and sliding everywhere. I may be able to just do this like that and get it to be all smushed on there. Well, just a cute little hanging down a thingy. And I'm trying to make sure that this is making good contact because I don't want this to be compromised whenever we strand through it to make it into a necklace. Oh no, Jennifer. Ooh. Well, I don't know if wearing squirrel hands is gonna help me be any more tactile and oh my gosh. I got you, Sea Kitty. Oh, Kelly, I'm so sorry to hear that. Ooh, right on, Kathy. Well, now that I've used up that odd bit, I'm gonna set it off to the side to bake, and maybe we can work on a broken cab together. I think that's kind of cute. This is gonna sound super weird, but like for somebody who's like a professional like YouTuber with a crafting channel, I am on live chat. I don't get to make a whole lot of jewelry anymore, and it kind of like bums me out because like I love making jewelry, and I am finding my way back into it somehow. Like, I mean, nothing's changed except for it feels like everything's changed, so it's good to be back. It's good to be bumping around in the craft room again. Ooh, crystal acorns, that's so cute. I love that idea. So I'm gonna start by gluing. I think that's a real pretty little cab, y'all. Maybe if we come at it from the other direction, the camera will pick up on it. Because I think I'm gonna do a two-piecer. Alright, where's that black clay I just put away? Alright, I'm gonna feed this back through the pasta machine on the thickest setting, and I've just got the pasta machine off here to the right of me, but I'm not gonna move the camera every single time that I run it through, just because I think that gets old pretty quick. And it seems like the more I move the camera around, the more it loses its darn mind. So I want to stiffen up this black clay a little bit though, because it is very, very soft. And so I have some crumbly and very stiff, this is antique gold Primo clay. So I'm just taking, this is like maybe 1/8 of an ounce. Pro says, have you tried to glue the cabs back with gold, like the Japanese broken pots? I think it would look awesome, like a gold vein running through it. I've been thinking of that, and I didn't know how to do it, Pro, because like I don't know how to do like, you know, actual metalsmithing like that, and gold's like pretty expensive. But I thought I had a bottle of like how I have this silver Sculpey. I thought I had some in gold, but I must have used it up because I was like, that might work pretty well. I might also. It's my birthday! Thank you, Andy. So yeah, I'm gonna pass both of these through and just get a little bit of like a nice color blend going on, maybe. Yeah, smoosh. Hey, Lindsay. Ooh, right on. And so there's not much notable difference in the color yet. But now we're starting to see a little bit. Hope you guys have been doing good. Been out of network for a while. Had to take a break from jewelry myself. I was judging myself more than enjoying it. Glad to see your jewelry again. Well, hey, AJ. And oh my gosh, I so resemble and empathize with that statement. It's like, remember when crafting used to be fun? Is how I was starting to feel. And it felt like we should have named the company Back to Work Creations. Because, like, there's, I don't know, just trying to keep up with the hustle and you know, it's all made up in my own head, really, a lot of the problems, but sometimes that's where our biggest demons live, is right between our ears. So, had to get that sorted out. And good news, I feel much more sorted and very ready and very joyfully eager to be back into the craft room. You know, I guess I could be like, well, there was a pandemic, so you know, cut myself a little bit of a slack, but I was having a big old problem of, yeah, it's perfectly fine and great to take time off for everyone else except me. So, anyways, hey, Dancing Tree. Hey, Patty. How's it going? Kintsugi. Right on. I'll have to check that out then, Pro. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. So that was about like half of a, if this is a 2-ounce block, so each of these sections is a ½ ounce, it's a half of one of those of this antique gold tone with at least 2 to 3 times as much maybe of the black. I really should have measured it, but it was scrap. Oh, that's so pretty. So where'd my glue go? There's my glue. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on here. Right? Yeah, just a hint. It really is. And I'm hoping the camera will pick up a little better on it, because I had tried to kind of reshoot and revisit an older tutorial, and guess who made all of... It's my birthday! Thank you, Randy. I'm gonna strangle him. I'm gonna have to go and strangle him until he stops. But what were we saying? Yeah, I made all of the same mistakes in that tutorial as I did in the original, so I guess I'll have to remake the remake, but hey. I really like that one. Maybe if we have a smaller one though, because I was thinking I'd like to make a 2-piece. That might work. Hey Barbara, how's it going? Since you haven't been dropping anything lately, I think I'll have a shot for everyone. For every time Randy plays, it's my birthday. Oh no! Don't do it, Pro. I don't know if you'll make it. Like, I kind of feel like maybe a smaller cab off the bottom, because this one's not broken so much as it's chipped. It's my birthday! Don't kill Pro Pool, Randy. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be the cab that I use for today. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I must rummage. I am compelled. Ooh, I like that one, though. Check out that one, y'all. If the camera will focus for even a brief moment. Ooh, I like that. Okay. So I kind of want to do a little steampunky piece. Or do I want to do something super naturey? bugger. I don't know. Gosh, is this what crafting's like? Just the complete inaction of like, oh God, what do I do? Hey, Tia in Dublin. Now, some more shameless self-promotion. We do have some beautiful labradorites left in our shop that, if anybody wants to snag them, it's backtoearthcreations.com. I don't know. Let's just kind of do it and see what happens. Ooh, I like this shape. Oh, I haven't used this shape in ages. Okay. So I think we're going to do this shape as the base with like... Where am I circle cut? I feel like I'm missing stuff. Where art thou, circle cutters? Foul beasts. Well, great. Give me a sec, y'all. Ethan, where is you? Because I think... Did I use them all for making molds and then lose them? Here you are. Okay, so here's a nice cutter. That's still a little large. Yeah, it's a bit large for what I'm looking to do. Okay, now where did you come from? Oh, good grief. Please pardon me for a moment while I go a rummaging. These lamps produce so much heat. Wendy, do you have any idea what I did with those big cookie cutter tins? Oh, he can't hear me. He's got like headphones on and stuff.
Yeah.
You do?
I think so.
What did I do with them? I always buried my broken stones in pot plant in my kitchen windowsill. Unfortunately, I'm not burying my stones in the other stones. There's so many in the little pot. Oh no, Kathy! See, that's where I thought they were. And then I went to rummaging, and there was none to be found. Oh, it's right here. Thank you, Randy. I don't know why I'm incapable of finding something until I've inconvenienced you. It's my birthday! Thank you, honey. I'm going to strangle him. Okie dokie. So that one's too small. Ooh, that one's like, so close. Please pardon me while I stick like my head in the way. Okay, I can't see. I guess I could pick it up and look at it. But then the lighting. You know I can always move the stone though, can't I? Sure. Let's do that. Okay. So I'm gonna fold this up and put it back through the pasta machine. Use the new liver. What? Who's got a new liver? Okay. And of course it's sticking to the thing, but that's alright. Because what if... Ooh. So this one was... Yeah, it's just a little too small, isn't it? Okay. So I'm just going to take this and... The thing about being out for a bit, I forgot all the stuff I had bought and never used it, so it's Christmas early. I don't know what I did to the other stuff. Oof. Oh, AJ. So I've just kind of squeezed this over a bit around the edge. I'm going to risk zooming in. I realize I am very bad about wandering out of frame, but I am doing my best, I promise. It's all not a malicious scheme to waste your time. Okay. I really like how that has come around, though. That's like the perfect size for this. What size stone even was this? It was about maybe a 35 millimeter, 30 to 35, kind of in a regular circle. Hey, Carrie, thank you. Okay, I'm really liking that. I'm going to dig out my this tool. It's still got some crud in it from and I'm just kind of straightening the bristles of my wire brush a little bit. And then I want to come in here and I'm just adding a little bit of texture. I don't want to be distorting the shape of the clay too much, but you know, it'll be what it is. Voila. There it is. My old squeaky chair. So I'm just kind of tapping it around the edge. Hey Tim, how's it going? Thank you, thank you. Even just that I like by itself. Very like sleek. Oh, sure playing board Randy. What are we blaming on Randy? What did he do this time? Hey Tracy, happy birthday to you too. Okay. So we're gonna get in here. And this is what I did just cut out of. So let's... And this was a round cutter that I just bent kind of equidistantly to make it this sort of shield shape. And I kind of want to do 2 thicknesses of it. I want it real beefy. So I'm gonna zoom back out. There we go. Oh, very pixelated. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm coming in again with, there we go. The death of Pro's liver is up to Randy's birthday playlist. Ah, yes. So now I'm just bringing these 2 layers of clay together, which really, it has now occurred to me, I could just layer 2 pieces together, roll it a little bit, and use the cutter on that, which is what I'm going to do. So it's not the perfect same thickness, but it'll get her done. Carrie, no, no, no. None of it's condoned. Y'all are your own keepers. You do what you want. There we go. And I think that will be much better. Hopefully. Okay, I am also going to grab just a little craft knife to slice around the edges. And from here, I don't think I will be lifting this off of the tile any longer. Like everything from here is just going to be built onto it moving forward. So we also have a little ball stylus tool that I'm going to use to do some nice little detailing. Oh, that's true. My bad for inferring. Being presumptive. I'm very bad about that, actually. I should do better. Hey, Tina, how are you doing? Carrie says, tell me more about the yoga video. I want to start again. Well, I don't do New Year's resolutions so much. I've started doing birthday resolutions and just, stuff that what's something that another year from now, whenever I look back, will I have been happy that I've been committing myself to. And I really, 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 really need more yoga in my life just to maintain mobility, and it's a lot of fun and I love it. And I think I want to get my yoga teacher certification. Um, because there will come a time whenever I think I may not be able to maintain crafting as a full time career anymore, either because of just the market or my hands hurt, or, I'm only 33 now, but I've got my whole life ahead of me. And I think it'd be really amazing to have the option to retire from being a professional full time, crafter YouTuber to being a yoga teacher, in whatever form that might take. Because I do love teaching more than anything. I love teaching and connecting with other people who, like the same stuff that I like. And the more I try to teach, the more I remain a student, and I love learning. So it just seems like a good combination, just repackaged into yoga instead of crafting. Which, nobody panic, I'm gonna keep crafting for as long as I'm kicking, but it's just the best way to get myself active and stay that way is to commit myself to it professionally. And so here we are. So, the plan is, before I can teach anyone anything about anything, I need to learn about myself. So I'm practicing yoga for a year and probably a day. And as my 34th birthday present to myself for next year, I'll be wrapping up around that time. And I decided to document it on the Vonster vlog. And so while I openly and adamantly am not a yoga teacher, I am kind of practicing teaching, like, speaking my way through it, explaining my thought process of why I'm doing something this way as opposed to that way, or, something like that. And day one, we are doing one yoga pose. That was on August 1st. Day two, we're doing 2 yoga poses. Day three, we're doing 3 yoga poses until we get to about 10 or 11 poses. And then one of the poses we've been doing, we will drop from the rotation and add in a new one. So each day for the entire year, after like day 10 or 11, we'll still just be doing 10 or 11 poses. But by the end of the year, we will have practiced 365 poses and or variations of other poses. Is the concept behind. Is that even the best angle for that? The stone's so pretty, there's not really a best angle. So heck, it may as well. Yeah, we'll just leave it like that. But yeah, so that's what's going on with the yoga in a day. Ah, Gary, how's it going? You will never retire from professional YouTuber. You will be like me. You can never retire. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it's gonna go. But I do like having. I also just really like yoga, and I can see it as something sustainably that I can do and keep doing what I'm doing. Wherever I go in this life, I'll be able to take yoga and crafting with me. I did pictures of my new shoulder piece. Ah, right on. I'll have to check that out. Hey, Beth. Michelle, it's the Gary. Carrie says we just need to buy a lot of acreage somewhere and start a community. We are hoping to be able to start Acorn Acres, or Randy keeps calling it Randy Von Ranch, which is we're not calling it that. But it is very funny. Do I just leave it like that? I kind of want to fill it in with other stuff. Time to make it steampunky. Pirate weekend. Oh, really? Oh, I want to go. Bristol's like a million miles away. I think I might do like a twisty layer. Yeah, let's do a twisty layer. Okay, so to do a twisty layer, oh boy, there's a bunch of stuff in the way. There's always a bunch of stuff in the way. That's how I roll. Ooh, I like that idea too, Dionica. I'm doing great, Beth. Thanks for asking. Okay, so I'm just pulling off about an inch of that log we had. And I'm just going to try to roll this out evenly. I said we roll it out evenly. It's not working. Okay, well, I'm going to show y'all a trick. It does my heart good to see y'all being amazing to each other. Thank you, guys. Hey, Booger Ghost. How's it hanging? So if you have difficulty getting consistent eggs on your polymer clay, I'm just taking this and folding it in half longaways. And we can keep doing that for a minute. Have you got any cogs? Surely somewhere in this house I've got some cogs. And so now you can take this and actually just cut like a sliver from it. But I'm going to go a rummaging. I will be right back. Okay, definitely got some nifty stuff. Where'd those things go? It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Well, I don't know where it is. Okay, this will do me. Okay, I would take you guys with me over to the shelf, but legit, if I move my camera or even zoom in or out, it seems to make things really horribly pixelated. So we just will stay here like this. Now, I do have, let's see, rummage. Ooh, that one's kind of cute. I like that one. Ooh, I like this one. I like that one as well. Where's some? Ooh, yeah. We got this little guy. Okay. Ooh. Rummage. Oh, I like that one as well. Okay, that should be... Oh, I like that one. That should get us started, right? Ah, well, thank you, Malika. Thank you so much. It's my... Randy, you gotta play the song. Somebody gave me a super chat. You gotta play the song. Did you lose the song? It's my birthday. Thank you. Thank you, Randy. Where's my little cutter throughers? Okay, I'll be back again. Hey, do we have any metal cutters that I can completely mangle? Okay, I found some old metal colors that I don't mind mangling all the heck. And I'm going to come through and kind of just snip through, not perfectly in half, but like kind of. There we go. Hey, Renee, how are you doing? It's Malika. Especially since we make all of our coffee at home, so we'll definitely be good. So before I do any more layers, I'm just, oops, there goes all my gears. I'm just coming through and adding some little charms. Ooh, you all right, love?
Yeah.
Okay. Just snipping through. Ooh, that one got all weird. Okay, well, that's not what I planned. That's what's happening. So now I can take this little layer. I actually have some little tweezers here. Well, I stuck them in my clay. Those aren't quite fine tipped enough for what I was hoping to do. Here we go. Oh, these guys are all kinds of... How do I make them? Maybe I can take... Gary! It's my birthday! Thank you, Gary! So if he says, your amazing inspiration keeps so many of us reaching for our dreams. You freaking got it, man. You guys are awesome. Malika says, never thought to cut these in two. I'm so stupid. No, you're not stupid. It's not gonna, it took me a very long time to get comfortable actively defacing my crafting materials. Cause like, I paid good money for this, like, and then to just take it and chop it up. Like, no, you've got to. Sometimes you just don't got to. Or you gotta. She says, why don't I see the other chat? Okay, on a tablet at least. I'm gonna try to help you out here. If you're here watching, like, and you click on it and it comes up and it looks like this, then if you click right here with the live chat, boop, then it should pop up for you. I don't know how it is on Apples. I don't know how it is on TVs, but this is my tablet and seems to be working. But yeah, if you guys ever have tweezers like this and the points go off, just open it and then get in there and kind of bend them in towards each other. And that'll add the tension back on the tips again. But I really like those. Still looking for volunteers here too with 4 hours to get free beer and free entry. Follow Scott Fest on Facebook. Like, is this a Scottish festival or is someone named Scott putting on like a Bonnaroo thing? Hey Deanna, how's it going? Ooh, Booga, I love that. This is almost look like a steampunk Ouija board planchette. Pretty cool. Oh my god, I love that. Booger. It's brilliant. Well, now I'm gonna have to start making planchettes. Little steampunk. I decree that when I pass, I will only communicate to people using custom-made planchettes. Exclusive. I'm going to be a little bit of a ghost snob. You can just tuck that in there and make it look like it was on purpose. Ah, right on. Pro, I think you're just so excited for me to finally be doing something steampunk again. I know I am. But yeah, I love these mixed gear kits because I get some gears that I would normally be like, I would have never bought a kit that was just this one gear style, but I don't know, that'd be kind of cool. So I'm just gonna take that. For the longest time, I was like, make it steampunk. Turn anything that would have been black into brown and throw gears on it. It's steampunk. Boom. I'm not gonna lie, it still kind of works. Okay. So again, I'm just cramming stuff in here. AJ says, oh man, I'm not on Facebook anymore. I volunteered up there a couple of years ago, but I was on the front booth. Right on. Says I'm gonna hold you to that. What I do? What am I doing? Says I'm gonna hold you. Oh, the Ouija. Oh yeah, for sure. Actually, I'm such a chatterbox. I'm pretty sure if anybody tries to be like, "Hey, Vaughn, you there?" I'll be like, "Sup." You'll have a harder time getting rid of me. Ah, right on, Booger. I have gears like that and never use them. I'm a hoarder, so I'm always afraid to use my stuff. Malika, I feel that on a spiritual level, like in my soul. So, I don't know what to tell you though, except for I found a slippery slope into, well, if I can make it into something, then I can sell it and then I can buy more crafting things. It's been a slippery slope of addiction. So I also did not really consider how I am going to be attaching things to this. We could, I think we're just going to leave this as a cab and then wire wrap it. Have to meet me for a drink at Tuscany at Bristol Ren Fair at some point in your life. Yes, agreed. It's not because my good friend Laura works in the Queen's College, and I wanted to go see her, but I don't think it's going to be in the cards this year. I was going to try to like surprise her. Like go up there and be like, hey. But for one, I think she enjoys plans too much for me to just like bloop, pop up out of a toadstool and start harassing her. Right on, Carrie. I'm so glad you like them. I'm presuming that you like them. Okay, so I'm just kind of slicing along the backside to make a straight side of this clay that we've prepped. Beth says, I think I'm addicted to wire wrapping. I need to practice a lot. Excellent. Well, the good news is that the more you practice, the more you enjoy it, the more likely you are to practice. And the more you practice, the more enjoyment I think folks will you'll start to get out of it. Okay. So I'm pulling this up, bringing it around. And we could use a straight edge if we were about that life. Actually, that's a really good idea. I'm not going to do it, but it's a really good idea. I'm just going to freehand it. Yeah, I'm just going to come through here. And try to get a nice even, it's not even. But yeah, try to get a nice even. So yeah, don't do as I do use a straight edge. If that says I've got the chainmail monkey on my back. Deanna says, how did you learn wire wrapping? I need help. Let me go rummage something, and then I'll be back. Because to answer your question specifically. Okay. I started learning wire wrapping. I started beading first and then started wire wrapping. And it was super simple, straightforward stuff. I found some books at the library that I kind of like rummaged through. But it's basically, I'd gotten like some craft wire at like Walmart, I think, that like immediately rusts and turns you green. Like it tarnishes to almost black and leaves you like slimy green on your skin. But I would wire wrap river stones and acorns, and I would string 5 beads up on some of the wire and make like a star flower, and started making my own pendants and stuff. I actually have a tutorial of that. Like I started making tutorials shortly after, like 3 years after I started wire wrapping, and did not feel very confident in my wire wrapping. I was just passionate about it. But this is something that about 5 years, not gonna lie to you guys, 5 years of wire wrapping almost every day this is one of the pieces that I was making and selling in my booth. So a lot of folks, I think, I'm gonna flip this around and do like face with you guys. This is serious. I just hope I can like maintain a train of thought. How do I even flip the? There it goes. So if you do not think, get it right out of your head that your work has to be perfect to have value to other people or to you, because that is not the case. Your work does not have to be perfect. I used to sell, where'd it go? I lost it. It's gone forever. What? I literally just had it in my hand. Hey, Wendy. I lost my thing. Well, you saw it. Maybe. Did you? Was it even here? Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. I was making bunches of these with spray paint and the 3 colors of nail polish that I had, because it glows in the dark, and we were selling these for like $15 a piece, out of our booth. Like, we paid bills off of this, and not to yuck anybody's yum, but this is not my best work. I do not feel like I would submit this to like an art gallery and like get, like, it wouldn't be winning any awards, it wouldn't be anything, but somebody saw this and liked it enough to buy it. Not this one. I like lost this one in our house, and then found it and was like, I guess I'll keep it. But like, not my best work, you guys. But I made a living off of selling it, and I was passionate about it, and I was excited about it, and I was not good at taking pictures of my work. I was still not very good at taking pictures of my work. Are you kidding me? Like, so don't hold yourself to this level of Instagrammable perfection that you might feel like you have to achieve to be doing good at what you're doing. That is not the case. You're the only one who gets to define what success is for you. So for me, it was paying my bills. And so I think I made my point, but I'm not certain, but I'm going to get back to crafting. But it's just, don't feel like your work has to be anything other than what it is. Like, enjoy it for what it is. And, you know, if you enjoy practicing, or if there's things that you'd like to refine or get better at, then do those things. But don't do it. The flower in the field doesn't look at the flowers beside it. It just blooms. Don't compare your work to somebody else's work. Just do your work. Don't compare your art, your masterpiece, to somebody else's masterpiece. Because as artists, I think it's in our nature to be self-detrimental and like tearing ourselves down and picking at the imperfections. Don't compare yourself to other artists. You know, it takes a whole lot of building up like the mental fortitude to be able to take my work and somebody else's work and, you know, be like, okay, what are they doing that I'd like to emulate? What are they doing? And even then, it's not necessarily from an artistic perspective, it's usually from a business perspective. And so, but there are many a day that I'm in a fragile state of mind, and it's just like, today is not the day for me to be scrolling through Instagram. Cause I can guarantee you, all it's gonna take is like me like seeing like one glimpse of like Melissa Wood's jewelry and being like, "Oh, I'm cabbage. Why do I even pick up pliers?" Like, whereas on like a good mental health day, and it's nothing against, she never does anything that's like, it's not her fault that I'm insecure. I'm just insecure. Like, does that make sense? So whenever I go on there and like Abbey Road Collection and ZD Artisan and Treasury and Peaceful Vibes Joy, and like I could go on for days. They're just being their best selves and doing their Instagram thing and being amazing. I'm the potato with the issues. And so if I know that I'm a potato with issues, then sometimes I just won't get on Instagram. Like, that's on me. Dar says we do not compare our own character to others either. At least we certainly shouldn't. How dare you know me so close? Oh, let me scroll back. I think the pieces I had you make are going to be part of the other shoulder I eventually make. Ooh, right on. Eyeballs are sellable. They sure as heck are. Right on. Well, the good news is if you're able to see what I'm doing right now, you have the ability to have an online store. Because even Weebly and Squarespace and a lot of these folks make it free to set up a web presence, or you can use social media, or if there's a crafter, there's a way. So if you have it in your heart that you want to do these things, I believe in you that you'll be able to find a way to make it happen and get it done. And the best news, actually, because it's things are way different now than what they were back when Randy and I started our business, is it wasn't like we didn't really make online sales until, gosh, like almost 6 years into it, maybe. We might have made like one or two online sales, but it was not enough for us to be able, and certainly not consistently enough for us to be able to do any kind of, financial planning around, okay, we've been making $50 in sales a week, so, there's our gas bill or something. So, sorry, lost my train of thought again. Kelly. Wow. But yeah, it's an amazing world we get to live in. And there are so many resources out there for tutorials and just free stuff. There's so much free stuff, that free information that we can educate ourselves with, on how to run a better business, on how to be, improve our marketing, stuff like. Well, I just threw that on the ground, and I'm gonna set these up. Yep, I'm just accumulating piles again, but that's just me. I'm gonna come in here and I'm slicing in line with the little twist where that normally would have been, and I'm going to press this around to try to make it look seamless. Oh, Curmudgeonette. She says, I'm grateful for the many artists like you and others who share your skills with us beginners. Man, it makes my world go round. Y'all keep this stuff fresh. Hey, Chibi, how's it going? I've been figuring out fourth quarter items to make it. Oh, pro. Never thought of making a website or something. I started Redbubble bit. I'm afraid to give my credit card. I do watercolor, and then I have my YouTube channel, but nobody watches. Dude, right now over on the Vonster vlog, we get like maybe 40 views on each of our videos right now. Like, it feels like starting a channel from the ground up again. And we have the unfair advantage that I shamelessly promote it over here on this channel. So that struggle is pretty darn real, but your videos don't go bad. Whenever we did our Dragon Eye video, it was like 6 months before it even got any sort of traction. So it's, find what you would do if you didn't have to worry about money, if all your bills were paid and your retirement was lined up, and like if money was not even a thing. What would you be passionate about? What would you want to share with other people? What would get you excited? And do that. Because then it doesn't matter if nobody's watching it. You're just having fun making your videos. And quite frankly, if you're having fun making your videos, people are going to want to come watch it. Because I know I have fun whenever I'm watching folks enjoying what they're doing, doing games and videos and stuff like that. Okay, so now I'm going to, I kind of want to go through and do like silver on the bottom and then copper on here and then gold in the middle, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to like very precisely apply that. Ouch. So I'm rummaging. I found a little brush. What was I was gonna do gold, silver. I think I'm gonna do silver, gold, and then copper, or silver, copper, and then gold. Silver, gold, and copper. Okay. But sorry, I have like a really hard time staying focused. That was another big part of why I took a break from streaming, is I feel like I can't string two thoughts together. So I'm really sorry if I drop any thought lines, like any strings of thought. Just remind me. But I cannot string A and B together the way that I used to. I don't know what happened. There's just a lot going on. Pros, I'm a view on the Monster vlog, and I appreciate you tremendously. The shameless self-promotion. But honest to goodness, we could be over there on the Monster vlog with nobody watching, and I am still very passionate and excited about this project of doing the 100 days or year of yoga. Which, even if I just knock out 100 days, that'd be pretty cool. So I do have a fan. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's like sucking the fumes and the dust and stuff away from me. All right, on Kelly. What's going on? Let me. Deanna, what did Deanna say? Scrolling back. Ooh, Gary says I need to pick your brain about posting on YouTube more often. Dude, I am right here. You can pick my brains away. Yeah. Kermit Jeanette says, oh, and thank you so much. I received my winning last week, and your glass colors are amazing and beautiful. Oh, I'm so glad you like them. Oh, moving can be super stressful, Chibi. It is my birthday. Thank you. I turned 33 this morning at like 4 something. Dara says, by the time I get through this wire wrapping / learning process, I'll be able to gift forward and sell off, maybe figure out what I've made that people like. Right on. Step 1, crafting. Step 3, retirement. And more crafting. Ooh. Oh, that is a good idea, Chibi. I imagine it would be better for burnishing it in, too, because the paintbrush doesn't really seem to be burnishing as well as I would like. Yeah, I've heard very similar complaints about things being very expensive in Europe. Arm and a leg. Because, like, does Rio even ship internationally now? But we definitely, I'm very grateful for the state of crafting over here. So again, this is just a chipped cab, but you could do this with something that was broken, or just a not broken cab. Like, those are things too, right? You know, and we could come through and just we'll do some painting and stuff after it's dried. And I kind of want, what's this one? Super copper. Let's use super copper. Your camera are not static, correct? I'm thinking of setting up 2 to 3 cameras to my main rig and just recording when I get the chance to craft. Are not static. Like moving? Like this one camera. Okay. Out real quick. I use these tripods that it's attached to a little clampy thing there, and then has this locking bolt. The spring ones do not work. If you've got a fat phone, like I've got an S9, and it is a chonky boy, so it's too heavy for the spring arm ones. You got to have the ones with the nut locks, and I do have these on my curated tool list. And then compliments a pro pool, or you can go and get like a selfie stick and donate to, like, we use the crisis center here in town, but just thrift store out the rest of the stick and just use this attachment. Though they probably have them for sale just by themselves now too. And that's what I put my phone in, and I've got like one there. I've got this tripod for whenever I need a different angle. I have this tripod over here that again, very same arm setup, but it's on a different tripod base, and I have an ankle weight around it to keep it counterweighted, because otherwise, if you put too much weight down here, the whole thing tips. And you can see, like, we've got lights all over this stupid house because there's no ceiling lights. So, and so we've got like a ring light hooked up to a microphone stand with plate weights on the bottom of it. Like, nothing's done properly. It all just kind of evolved into this. And I've got these lights over here that, again, that same clampy thing. But those lights seem to be working pretty well. They just put off a lot of heat. And I try to set up multiple cameras at a time. I've tried to do that, and oftentimes I'll use my tablet as a secondary, or I'll use like an Action Pro camera, which is like an off-brand GoPro. But then I have to edit them together, and if you're better at I'm terrible at videography. So if you have any inclination to, or any like natural talent or any effort whatsoever towards your videography, if I'm even saying that correctly, then you can like get clever angles and stuff. But I've found if I can just show people what I'm doing through my eyeballs. So that's why I have this camera here, because it's as close to you literally looking over my shoulder as I can get it. But that's just me. I hope that made sense. So yeah, just coming through. A makeup applicator would be way better for this, because there wouldn't be nearly so much floating around. Oh no, internet's lagging. Yeah. I bought some LED 4-foot ballasts, some for the garage, but I haven't been able to get to them on since. Malika says editing is so difficult and time consuming too. It certainly can be, but again, like most things, it sounds like a perfect reason to not do stuff. It's like, oh, well, this is hard, or that's complicated, or that's time consuming. It's yes, and there's always a learning curve with these things. But earlier today, I had shot today's tutorial with this design for the leaf. And it'll be going up on Sunday, but it took maybe 10 minutes to edit, because I've mapped it out in my head. These are the steps for the project. And so I've got the camera set up, and I'm like, okay, so we're going to do this. And then instead of doing one long run on video that I then have to go in and like cut and splice things together, and I personally don't really do reshoots. I don't have time for it. I don't have the brain capacity, because I won't be able to remember what I've said and what I haven't said. And so I'll feel like I'm repeating myself. So then I'll leave stuff out thinking I've already said it, but then I haven't. So it's like, if I had a managing crew who could be like, okay, Vaughn, you didn't say that, stay in frame, like, that'd probably be amazing. But it's just Randy and I here. If it were this, like, let's say I'm shooting a video right now, and I would be like, okay, so I am using pearlex in super copper with a flat, narrow brush, and I'm just dabbing it on there, removing the excess from my brush, and then burnishing it in around just on that one layer. And I would do it a little bit, and then I would show you guys, and then I would stop recording, finish up this step, and then, okay, next step. And I'll have the materials out, and I'll be like, okay, next step is we're doing, and it's recording like that whole time. And then whenever I'm done with, okay, that was the next step, so now I'm going to go pop it into the oven for however much, for however long, and I'll meet you guys back here, and I'll click stop recording. And then whenever I go in to edit, all I do is transition those clips together. So that's it. People can make it way more fancy and probably way more entertaining to watch, but at the heart of everything that I do, I'm here to teach you guys something. I'm here to try to help you learn how to do something you're wanting to learn how to do. So you don't have to like me. I don't have to be like trending or viral or like the hippest thing on the internet. Like, I just want to help you learn how to do the thing you want to learn how to do. So, and you really don't need a whole lot of fancy editing for that. So, did that make sense? Ah, Malika says even editing, you do it, she does it on her phone. Right on. Mmm. Brush question will come in the future since my painting is not the greatest. I just use these were like cheap ones. I mean they're plaid, but um a lot of it I've found it's more important for me to have good quality paints than it is for me to have the best quality brushes. I go for like a midline brush, that way the bristles aren't falling out all over the place, but I go for top shelf paints. If you can get stuff that's really nicely pigmented, especially on leather, then you're gonna get really good results. Like you can finger paint with nice paint and it'll still come out good. Ah, thanks, Comatose. I'm glad you like it. Black Harrises don't like you. Tell me who they are and we will hunt them down. Nah, dude, half the time I don't even like me. I like talk all the time and I make messes everywhere. I never put my laundry away. So I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but I wasn't brewed for them. And that's probably the biggest part of myself that I lost over the past couple of years of just like grinding real hard on YouTube was I was trying really hard to make everybody happy. And if you try really hard to make everybody happy, then nobody's happy, especially not you. And so took some time and refocused and I'm just doing what makes me happy because at least in that case, at least I'm happy. So keep me and Randy happy, keep our customers and Craft Along Club members happy, and beyond that, I can't help you. Like, you clicked on my face. So I am more than eager and willing to share my joy if you're up to it, if you're down for it. But I'm not gonna force you to, I'm not gonna beg somebody to be like, oh, please like me. It's like, no, I ain't got time for that. I'd rather be crafting. Ooh, I just got the multi-pack of brushes from Tandy, and if you're not up close, then most won't notice. That's very fair. And Dionica, well, yeah, it's because you're Leo. Who cares? You know, I used to think I was shy. I used to actually try really hard to be like a quiet, shy person. I was very in denial of myself. Um, like through high school, like I was just, oh, it was the worst. Oh, well, Gary, we've got your back, but I don't see you making crap. Gotta go ready for the farmer's market tomorrow. Ah, good luck to you, Lindsay. Thank you so much for your kindness. So now I'm just using my fingertip as you would kind of a makeup brush. And I'm just slightly brushing over the surface of the clay. Dar says, when and how will you seal this? I will seal this after baking, and I will likely use either this Mod Podge Ultra in matte or in gloss. That actually put a marble down in the bottom. There it goes. Oh, Gary, I'm so glad we get to be here for you, man. Okay. There we go. Part of me wants to set this in chainmail. Like, that'd be pretty cool, right? Natalia working on. I have some in the garage, so I'll grab them. Yes. Now with polymer clay, I really like the glazed tiles because it gives you a non-porous surface that it's very easy to remove things off of. Hey, J-Max, how's it going? Ooh. Pi says, I wrapped a rose quartz stone with no holes. It was weird shaped, but fun to wrap. Kind of busy on the bottom, so I go back and forth over deciding if it's good enough. Oh, Pi. I can't tell you not to do that because I, as an artist, exist. Like, even on this piece, like, inside it's like, like, but just love it. Just love it for what it is. You made a thing. Good enough for what and for who? You know? Propal, heck yeah, chainmail. Ah, hey Christina. I love the sound effects. That's a channel. I made a thing. Oh, is it really? Sounds cool. If I use the ones out on the terrace, it would stick there forever. Perhaps also beautiful. Oh, that would be pretty. But I think this guy's ready for the oven. So I'm going to set, where'd that little guy go? Here he is. I'm going to set this feller over here. It's just some glow-in-the-dark clay on a crystal. It looks so, like, I don't know, this feels childish, but I like it. And somebody will love it, and that's what matters. So, and it glows in the dark. Okay, I'm going to go get the oven preheating and set this in there, and then I think we're going to work on that candle cup that we were talking about earlier. I'll be right back. Excuse me. Hey,
Okay. I bent my nail backwards. Oh God.
in about like 5 minutes, can you pop that in the oven for 30 minutes? Thank you. Alright, everybody, I lied to you. We're not working on the candle cup. We're going to come over here and do some chainmail. And I honestly don't know if anybody could hear me, so. You know, I'm still here, pro. Let me get this flipped around. We are going to come over here to, shameless self-promotion. Go get your super durable shirt. Pre-orders are up until, what is it, August 12th? And then no more. We will have no more of them. Okay. I don't believe in taking multiple trips, you guys. Give me a sec. Also, we can totally do a little like Q&A moment too, if you guys are into that. It's my birthday. I'm still confused on 3-in-1. Well, good news, Kelly. We're doing 3-in-1. Also, these wireless clip-on fans are absolute life. Can y'all hear that? Hey, Wandy. Can you hear that? When it goes like that? Can you hear it? Or is it just my ears? Like, does the sound go over that way too? It's my birthday. Oh, I love it. Oh. Well, you didn't notice anything? When I go like this? It sounds super cool. Okay, what if I go like this? Can you hear it now? Testing. Testing.
Yes.
You can? It's my birthday. Are you just telling me yes so I'll stop? I'll never stop. Okay, I probably should stop though. I'm gonna just clip this over here real quick. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Okay, getting everything plugged back in. Here it is. Party hard. It always amazes me when I've created a not seller piece, it sells. There's always someone who like you have to buy, thankful for love and light. Right, Carrie? Like, not to be this way, but y'all would be surprised at the garbage that I have sold. I thought I tried my best. But people have, like, they'll see it and they're like, oh my god, that's perfect, I love it. And I'm like, really? Don't argue with paying customers. If they're like, oh yeah, here's some money, I'll take that. I'll be like, okay, we do free repairs. Like, looks like an old-fashioned microphone. We'll pay you $10 to sing into a can. But yeah, it's don't argue with the good thing, Carrie. It's hooked on all the time. It's next to my head. Nice, Malika. Oh, the eyeshadow is, I think, like some Wet n Wild in like chalk blue, and then some like highlighter. I don't know. I wanted something that doesn't feel like sweaty August. Aw, thank you, Christina. OnlyFans. Randy has one with blue blades because he's like, it makes it cooler. And I'm like, and he's like, it looks cooler. And I was like, oh yeah. Okay, so I am going to be using, do we want to set it in aluminum? What are we doing? Christina. Okay, everybody bow down to Christina, for she has given me the best birthday present ever. Where is it at? Do you see that hummingbird feeder right there? It's amazing. And we had 2 hummingbirds eating at it. And they were friends. And then, oh yeah, now you can see it better. Yee! I love my hummingbird feeder, Christina. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But now I feel as though I need like 17 more, and I need to make some little solar bird baths. And I must make a shrine to the hummingbirds. But okay, I'm gonna flip this around. We're gonna start crafting now. That's the best. It is the best ever. Well, I mean, honestly, she could have sent me like one of the, like a $2 hummingbird feeder. It's the fact that it's a hummingbird feeder, like one of those plastic looking ones that like holds like a half a hummingbird swig in it. Just the fact that I get to now sit in my crafting area and see hummingbirds. I bet if I'm quiet, maybe if I'm quiet, you guys, I don't think that's gonna help, but I'm gonna sit here and see if a hummingbird will come. I just sit here all day. And I'm like, where's the hummingbirds at? How hot is it there? It's actually only like 87. Yo, oh my god. Okay, I don't know if you can see it. It's gonna be super blurry. Where the hell did it go? Do you see that? That's a hummingbird. Do you see him? He's like sleeping or something.
How long do I have it in there for?
30 minutes. I keep losing him. There he is. Do you see the little peek? Eee! I can't even, you guys. He's sitting on my tree branch. Did he move? Yeah, he moved. Was that another hummingbird? I don't know. Okay. Oh, he left. Oh no. Okay. I'm gonna zoom back in. That's how do I zoom back out all the way? Okay, I guess it's zoomed out all the way. That's I don't know why Randy and I have that rubber chicken, but it's very sentimental to us. It means a lot, and he'll hide it in different spots around the house for me. And it's right now it's hanging out with my pliers. Um, you see that? Because so there's lag even like in our own house, and so Randy's over there, and he just got past where he was watching the burb. Oh, oh yeah. Booger says, do you know how this sounds? And so it has put a few back. I can't even imagine. I'm not allowed to drink on air because clothing is removable and YouTube has like rules. Alrighty. Let's do some crafting, y'all. I was just excited to see a hummingbird.
Majestic bird.
The majestic bird. Oh, my face hurts from laughing. I've missed hanging out with y'all. Lila. Hey, Linda, thank you. Oh, we're gonna have to take you up on that, Pro. Hang out and demolish that mango rum. I did drink a beer we went to an arcade, and I drank a whole beer and got completely sloshy, and but no, it was good. Normally I don't like beer, but it was a really yummy beer. Okay, so right on, Jennifer. Shitrend? We have a beautiful word for that. I can't anymore. Laying here all alone laughing. My dog is looking at me funny. Oh, Jen says you said you made your own dreads. Is there a list/video for how to do it? Yeah, if you search just on my channel, wool dreads, that video will come up. Though I have been getting synthetic dreads from llama dreads? Question mark. I'll have to double check. Hey Deanna, thank you. It's my birthday. Do 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 do. I'm gonna have to. All this stuff's just everywhere. Okay, I don't actually know if I want to use aluminum though. I'm gonna try to do aluminum and brass, and I'm gonna try to have it angled to where the aluminum is what's making contact with my skin. So we're going to be using the 18 gauge 3/16. So let me see if I even have any in brass. Ooh, can you make a snowflake but turn it into a sunburst? With wire or with chainmail? Night night, Malika. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Hey Deb, thank you. Also, I have no idea how big I need this to be for the pendant. Ooh, you know, I'm gonna go grab the cutter. Because this is gonna be the same size as our pendant. you know what's even better than brass? Anodized aluminum. Because it doesn't turn my skin green. Ah, shoot. Okay, well, I'm all out of the color that I thought I was going to use. Because we have this, well, had this like champagne anodized aluminum that I think would have been perfect. But we have literally 2 rings of that. So instead, I am going to use, I guess, the brown. Because it kind of looks like a bronzy copper. And I think when tempered next to the silver, or we could do the hematite color. I think we're going to do that, actually. This one over here. So let me pull out a bunch of this. Well, flew around on the ground, but that's colored chocolate. Ooh. Oh, Margie. Randy actually made us bratwurst, and I had air fryer Brussels sprouts, which I now understand all the hype about air fryers, because I was like, isn't it just like a miniature convection oven? Hummingbird was eating. Except for it doesn't heat up my entire kitchen, which is very nice for in the summer, and I like having a pressure, like it's pressure cooker / air fryer, like Instapot air fryer combo. And it's really nice to be able to have the pressure cooker on a timer, because the only other pressure cooker I have is like massive for whenever I'm canning. And it's, you know, I don't want to have to lug that about. So, meh. Well, thanks, Beth. I had actually made this one in our most recent tutorial. And then this little bad boy that I've been wearing inside my shirt, I actually bought this at Cow when I was like a freshman in high school. It was pretty cool. Well, it was between my freshman and sophomore year, I think. Okay. Half Persian 3-in-1, y'all. We can do this. Sabea says, I'm being forced to socialize. Super bummed to miss the rest of the birthday stream. Go forth and have fun with humans. So I'm going to open... I know it takes 24 of these in a half Persian 3-in-1 to go around a like 20 by 30 millimeter. So I think I'm gonna need like 50. Ooh. I don't know. I'm willing to try anything like 3 to 5 times. So I don't know. And I've certainly not drunk enough of like craft beers or anything to know if I have any sort of preference one way or another. I'm not super into bitter stuff. But I mean, yummy's yummy, I guess. Like have you ever tried working with metal clay? I have, but then I've had a big hang up with I had done a bit with a torch, found the limitations because I kept like cracking gemstones and stuff with the torch, and then had a huge dry spell between that and whenever I got my kiln, and I tried to go revisit it now that I have a kiln and can like actually properly fire it, and it's all dried up and I don't know what to do. And I'm very like kind of scared to do anything with it because it is so behind precious metals. So I haven't played with metal clay nearly as much as I would like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16, 17. Ooh, that sounds yummy. I do like citrusy stuff, just in general. Right on, Dar. Thanks, Iris. Smooth IPA has a smooth, fruity, light grapefruity taste. Ooh. You just do all sorts of crafty stuff, bro. Oh goodness, Kelly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You know, there's 10, right? 1, 2, 3. Yep. Cool. Right on, Dar. You just make a metal clay slip, but I could be wrong. That seems to have been the impression that I'd gotten as well, Chibi. Though I imagine, I mean, I may be able to torch it and just melt it back down to silver and then, like, use that for lost wax casting, maybe? I don't know. Last I looked at the William Holland lapidary school, their website, because they do all sorts of classes, not just lapidary. I really, really want to go and take some different lapidary and lamp work and fused glass and just all sorts of classes from them. But I thought if, like, they still don't have a schedule, which is understandable. But I figured I'd take it out there and see if anybody out that way could help me out, point me in the right directions, and sort of stuff. That's fair, Pro. That's very fair. That hummingbird is still just super chilling out. He came back. He or she, I'm not certain, came back and is just sitting on that branch. So we have a second hummingbird feeder in the backyard that we got on clearance at, like, the Bass Pro Shop there in Springfield. We took Maddie there this summer to see, like, the turtles, like, just the store side. We didn't do the aquarium side this year. But so got that bird feeder or hummingbird feeder and the one that Christina sent. Ooh, maybe. Now that's very clever. Okay, well, there's 40. We'll start with that. We can always make more. Yeah, that's what I've been doing for the past couple days. My mind has been going 100 miles per hour in multiple projects, preparing projects by opening jump rings. Yep. Yeah. Pro says, been seriously looking at selling my houses and buying land. House prices are so high. Great time to sell. We've been, as homeowners, we were kind of looking at that as well, but we're like, okay, so let's say we get an amazing price on our house and it sells, like, within a week of us putting it. I mean, it won't, because we live in a depressed area and it's like houses are not selling quickly in our town. But let's say everything was perfect and it sold immediately. Where do we go? We cannot keep our animals and run our business out of an apartment because it's loud and nobody's going to let us put our kiln and our glow forge and, like, I mean, so we can't rent an apartment, and it's building is so you can't just get a building thrown up in a weekend, it seems. Yeah, right. Pro says even here they're averaging 32 days. Right on. But still, it's like I could not find a place. I mean, that's very strong wording. It would be a lot more stress than I'm willing to sign up for right now. To be like, okay, we're gonna find a new place to live in 30 days. Go. Like, new. I'm like, we'll sit on the house. But oh, y'all, it's killing me because we did find some land in Tennessee. It's 88 acres. And it looks perfect. So what's happening is we're hustling hard. We're doing live streams. We're doing merch promo and stuff. Go buy a super durable t-shirt. Like weekly shop updates. We're getting back to it with the craft alongathons. We're gearing up for hopefully what might be our strongest Christmas season ever, at least most prepared for. And we're like, if we can save up
to maybe, like, because we've been saving really hard for 2 or 3 years now. Like, if we'd be able to save up, we might be able, if the land's still available, and if we have the down payment saved up for it, we may be able to go this Christmas and go and actually look at the land, and see, because prior to that, like, we've already checked the floodplains and stuff. We need to see who actually is holding the deed, what its zoning restrictions are, if it's agricultural or if it's just for conservation, or like what we need to get that sorted. But it's just, where we may go and see, and it's just, we've never bought land before, so, but it looks perfect, you guys. It looks perfect. So, ooh, right on. I actually watched their video, Judith, on their hummingbird fountain, because I've been searching, trying to find exactly what it is that I want to do for our hummingbirds. Have you seen this videos on YouTube of a family that's been building with earth bags? Yeah, and that's, I'm hoping, again, if we can find out with the zoning, and what code requirements there are, we'll be able to find out what mediums we'll be able to build in. I needed to get a perk test done. Again, if the land's still even available, like, I need to have the folks lined up for in that area. Because it's like 8 hours away from where we currently live, the land that we're looking at is. Ooh, so, um, but it feels like I'm at the base of this mountain looking up at this insurmountable task. And it's all I can do is just keep on keeping on. It's what we've always done. And baby step our way up it. So step 1, hustle. Step 3, forever home. Oh, thanks, Carrie. This is Black Hammer on mobile. That's good to know. Marty says, I just got back from Alaska for my birthday, and there's an amazing place there for sale that I would love to buy. Ooh, Alaska, that's... How long is their gardening season? Because I bet it's beautiful up there. I've never been personally, but I have some friends who've, well, a couple of them have moved there. Some that have just visited, some that have gone, like, I think, hiking on a glacier. But we've met some interesting folks. But, it's a little extreme for my blood, but several places, just trying to figure out the 15-year plan, right? And oh my, whenever you put it that way, that it's like, oh, the 15-year plan, 15 years ago. Randy and I had been dating for 2 years. We were already living together. I was finishing up high school. No, or had I finished high school? Yeah, I had finished high school. Maybe. No, I was finishing up high school. Right? Right, Kathy? Just the 88. Like, they have big mosquitoes. I have heard that, Pie, about Alaska. Holy smokes, Margie. Right, Christina? I actually thought of you whenever I saw that. I was like, because Christina does my number chart. That's true. Well, our family's in Tennessee, and it's a really nice central area, and we'd love to actually have Camp Craft along, and actually have like some kind of Airbnb style tiny homes in like cabins and stuff, that if people want to come and take classes but don't want to camp, we'd have alternatives, of course. But the 88 acres we think would actually be big enough to do something like that out there. It's just right on, pro. As a professional gambler, now I'm a crafter. Nice. Which, honest to goodness, anybody who's ever tried to make a living at crafting, it can feel like being a professional gambler. Just with more steps. Because, I mean, doing outdoor craft shows, doing any craft show is a gamble. Fight me. Oh, wow, Sharon. Well, happy birthday to your aunt. It's a good day to be born on, though I may be a little biased. The hummingbird was back to eat. Oh, I'm gonna get that bird so fat. You're gonna be the chunkiest little hummingbird. Whoops. I'm just trying to make a display for my pink diamond Funko Pop. It's gonna be piggy bank too. Nice, Iris. I think anyone who lives in Alaska and doesn't have frost giant blood in their veins is nuts. To each their own. My mom was born in Oklahoma and lives in Michigan now. She's like, I'll be happy if I'm never like warm again. That's fair. Okay, I've got 5 more to close, and then we will get to weaving. So I know that this is like riveting entertainment, but you clicked on my face. Marty says, I'd never been to Alaska, but my daughter bought me tickets because my granddaughter is there, and it was one of 2 states I had left to get all 50. Hawaii is the last one. Ooh, Margie. I've never been to Idaho. I think it'd be really cool to go to Idaho. There's a lot of the northeastern states that I haven't been to. But it's like, I don't know, we did so much traveling that it's like we've driven through a lot of states. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. With Camp Craft Along, Tennessee is a really nice, like, kind of central area. Within like a 17-hour drive, you can be anywhere on the East Coast, it feels like. And then where the plains, the airport, is really, like, Nashville's got a really nice airport. Christina, next time you come out this way, we should go to Colorado. Right on, Michelle. See, already, that's just more points in Colorado's favor. There is no state income tax in Tennessee, and all of this is based off of my own research, so if I'm wrong, somebody please correct me, because I'm functioning on a whole lot of, I could be misinformed and not know it, so Tennessee is very beautiful. They are super chill about, like, here in Missouri, it doesn't matter even if you're out in the sticks. You cannot live on your property. It's, at least in my neck of the woods, if you're not hooked up on the grid. Like, they lose their damn mind if you try to, like, camp out in your RV on your own property. Whereas in Tennessee, they mind their own business, which is wonderful. Again, my understanding of it. So I don't know too much about Pro. He's like, woohoo, I'm sold. Well, do your own research for sure, because I could and probably am be wrong. But it's so beautiful there. I just love it. And, Maddie's there, which as much as I love my other niece, she lives in Texas. I am not moving back to Texas. It's too hot there. Way too hot. So there we go. So this is how it's coming together. I don't know if that's any helpful to you, Kelly. We've got our polymer clay bacon. Mm-hmm. Oh. Oh, Kelly. I do it the same as I do in any other video. Hey Deloise, how's it going? Yep. Yeah, no state income tax in Tennessee. Now some of the counties get awful proud of their county property tax and stuff. So, it's give some, lose some. Yeah, it was honestly it was super nice when Randy and I were starting our business that we lived in. It was like $350 for our 2-bedroom townhouse. Now, granted, we had avocado green and harvest gold appliances, um, but we were able to live. Ah, the hummingbird's back. Burp. Um, I love that. Ah, look at that bird. Okay. Da-da-da, da-da-da. um, Knoxville's gorgeous too. What were we talking about before I got distracted by that little hummingbird? Oh, he's a thirsty boy. What were we talking about? It was like $350 for us to live, um, for our townhouse, and it was southern facing. Yo, oh my god, he's right there. He's looking at me. He came and he like looked right at the window, you guys. Oh, and then he flew back off again. That was so magical. Ah, I have been blurred by the burb. Okay. What were we talking about? Like, it wipes my brain every time I look at the damn bird. Ah, there's a bit of a trick to starting it, Kelly. Here, I'll start it again. Thanks, Deloise. It's like, cool bird. Okay, so we have the 2 rings on the one closed. And then close. Whoa, sorry. No squirrel here, just bird, right? But yeah, okay, to finish my train of thought, we could live very affordably in Tennessee, in that small town where there was not a lot of property tax, there wasn't a lot of stuff going on. We could rent for very cheaply. Now, there was nothing but like a Walmart and a post office in that town, but we were able to have our base of operations be there and then drive to like Franklin, Tennessee, where everybody's got like money and horses and stuff, or up Baltimore where people were dropping 20s like they were fives, and because their rent was like 1,500 for a studio apartment, so it's like we could go up there, sell our wares, like sell our art and stuff, and then come home and be like, wow, thank God we don't live up there because it's expensive. But so yeah, I like living in kind of calmer areas where it's not costing an arm and a leg just to exist. Okay. So we're going to bring this ring that's on the right behind the ring on the left. And I'm just resting it on my finger, and then I'm going to pinch right there. Right on. See, Alabama's beautiful too. And that's we were also looking at land in like Scottsboro, Alabama. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful down there. And now I'm going to pick up another ring, and I'm going to hook through these 2, but not that other silver one. And then you let go, which is like a leap of faith for me every time. And then I close it, and before letting go with this plier, northern Alabama is not too bad. It's just as bad as southern Tennessee, I suppose. But I'm going to grip on back here, remove my pliers, grab this ring, and then I'm going to lift it up and then bring it around behind. The reason why I lift up is because there's not enough space for it to just pass by there. So if you want one ring to pass the other ring into a different lane, you have to go around. And that's how you start the weave. And then you just do that thing over and 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 over again. Right on, Kelly. Ooh, would you take it out of the oven, my love?
Yeah.
Donkey.
You want me to bring it in there to you?
Sure. I don't have anywhere to put it that I'm not going to get burnt, though. Okay. So I'm just going to undo that and then keep on weaving. But yeah, we're hopeful. Then, worst case scenario, we just stay in this house for another decade or something and keep saving every penny that comes our way. Like, Randy had been looking at driving for Amazon to do deliveries around here. And then he was looking at... Here, I'll clear you off the spot, love.
You want me to do it there? Or?
Yeah. Just right there. Thank you. Ooh. That jewelry. Thank you, hun. Can I get a kiss? It's my birthday. Ow! That is actually hot.
I know.
No, like you burnt me.
No, I didn't.
Yes, huh? You gotta kiss me right there now. Where you burnt me. No, don't touch me the damn thing. Give me a kiss. Get out of here. I love you.
Murder, Sam. We know when we're not wanted.
Sorry. He just like kind of with the hot oven mitt, and so I milked it for kisses. Ah, right on. What a small world. But no, we fell in love with that area when we went camping with our friend Christina last year at like the DeSoto State Park. Oh my gosh, just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Just swamp everywhere. Like everything was just consumed by damp moss. Hey fool. The garden's doing pretty good. It's that time of year that every year everything's so overgrown and it's like hot and miserable and there's mosquitoes the size of hummingbirds. And it's just so it's an overgrown nightmare, but it's doing really well. I have more cucumbers and pumpkins that I know what to do with. The beans are coming in pretty good. The tomatoes are out on the vine, but I can't get to them before the birds do. So everything has like bird bites in it. Right on, Michelle. Nice. It's good to see you, KF. Thank you. Ooh, right on, Christina. Well, say hello to the moss for me when you're in Scottsboro. It's beautiful there. It's a very fun trip. And because it's like, so I was, you never know unless you ask. So I was putting the vibe out there that I was like, if I could pick the most perfect property in the whole wide world, it would be very close to either state or national park. That way I don't have to worry about being surrounded by a cookie cutter complex. Within 30 minutes, there would be a river for canoeing or kayaking. There would be a horse stable where I could go and take riding lessons. Within an hour's drive, there'd be a city that has an international airport so that we can host Camp Craft Along and it would be easily accessible. And we found Scottsboro and we were like, this is not far off. Like, this is kind of checking a lot of those boxes. And then we found something very similar up in Tennessee as well. That not all of the, 45 minutes to a river instead of 30. I'll take that. So, yeah, fortunately, all of my cats, even Callie now, is getting a little too well fed to jump quite as high as what the hummingbirds hang out. So, that's good. Ember's never been much of a jumper anyway with her hip dysplasia. Well, thanks, Booger. Thank you so much. I'm glad to get to spend my birthday with y'all. Randy and I were kind of just piddling around the house all day. We got the kiln loaded and unloaded and reloaded. We got some orders packaged up. We've started picking for this week's shop update, which we have a whole mess of crystals. Like how I wrapped in polymer clay here not too long ago. In today's stream, we're going to have a mess of crystals up for sale like that. So that'll be pretty neat. I'm thinking about offering a groove option on them, but we'll have to see. And so it's just been kind of another day.
I don't think that would be a wise decision.
You don't think it's a good idea to offer the groove?
No.
That's fair. What if I pre-grooved some and then posted them?
It's a matter of it's gotta be flat or level.
Gotcha. Right on. I got you, baby. That's a good point. Kiln in August? Yeah. Yep. So, and that's we don't set the kiln to go until we head up stairs. Because, y'all, Maddie was here and she was like, okay, company mandated. You guys have to stop working so much. And we were like, what? No, we can't do that. And she was like, if you don't take Wednesdays off, I'm going to be really mad at you. And we were like, okay, what about every other Wednesday? And she's like, that's acceptable to start. But you're going to have to start taking the evenings off as well. So at around like 8, we stop working and we'll start the kiln and like go to bed. So, I mean, it's a start. But she was like, all you guys do is work. You have to start doing something else. And I was like, nee. And she's like, Vaughn, it stresses you out. And I was like, okay. So Maddie's the new boss. We all just work for her. Roy! Hey, Roy, how's it going? I'm totally going to play it cool instead of being weird again. Oh my gosh, that'd be amazing, Roy. Everybody go subscribe to Roy's Rocks. He's amazing. KF, these are 18 gauge, and that's standard wire gauge with an inner diameter of 3/16 of an inch. This one, 18 gauge, 3/16. And I do recommend getting a kit if you guys are into that. What is a pretty area in Tennessee? Jen asks. Dude, Eastern Tennessee is a little flat for my taste. Not Eastern, Western Tennessee. Eastern's nice and hilly, super hilly. But Nashville's gorgeous, but is an absolute nightmare to drive through. 2 hummingbirds. 2 hummingbirds, you guys. Oh, but they're fighting, though. Don't do that, guys. Yep, give me them hills. Faux show.
They're fighting.
No, yeah, well, I think that's fighting. They're not making more hummingbirds, are they? Oh no, it's not enough. We need more. Pro. That's not fighting, that's mating. Oh no. Randy, look away. Okay, so let's see. Is this still... Ouch. Yeah, it's still pretty hot. Maybe I can just get a thumbnail under. Woo! Okay, so I'm gonna try to clear this off. Dude, Roy, have you not tried chainmail? Come to the dark side, Roy. It's way more like... Okay, this... I wouldn't necessarily recommend this weave because it can be a bit... I think anybody in here can vouch. It's pretty a pain in the butt to start doing. But... it looks really cool, and you can set cabs in it, and you can glue them, or I've been adding grooves, and you can add a groove and like nestle it in there. But it's a lot more repetitive than wire weaving, but it's also, I don't know. It's apples and oranges, really. And I really love chainmail. It's amazing. Very, very zen. And you can do all sorts of different little like patterns and stuff with it, and different weaves. One of us, one of us. Mind numbing, says Pro. So okay, there's varying opinions on the art, but chainmail's amazing. I recommend checking out Aussie Mail. Does really great tutorials. Like we've got a couple, and then mailartisans.org and cgmail.com have fantastic tutorials that are written out, and that way you can kind of see just step by step. Well, thanks, Bob. I'm glad you like it. Cathartic, mind numbing. You browsing your tutorials, of course. Oh, right on. Just needed the right opal. Yeah. Now that might be something. I was watching one of your videos, Roy, about where you were talking about how, like, you can like back like a sliver of opal with like some resin. I forget what you called it, but with chainmail that might be something good for the opals with stuff like that, because you could hide the edge of the piece, because like, oh, it's still hot, but like the chainmail for this one is actually going to be just nestling around the sides. And I was thinking about fractal wrapping it. Nerve-wracking. Yeah, I hear you, Chibi. Randy fractured his wrists and then re-irritated the injury here recently, so he's not allowed to pick his pliers back up for a while. And so, yeah, so it would just kind of cup the edge of what, of what we're doing. But yeah, the pliers that I like to use, Roy, are my bent nose, because I can pick up the rings. And then either, these are stepped chain nose from Rio Grande, or even just some flat nose or chain nose pliers work really well for your left hand. Yeah, he's doing a lot better, Pro. It's where we've moved on from, he doesn't wear his braces much anymore, but he is practicing to build his mobility and strength back up. But considering he landed like right here on both of his hands, that's not exactly the best place to be irritating it. And I feel like if we don't have to be, then I'm not going to. Thanks so much for hanging out with us, fool. Do it, man. I honestly don't know of any. I can't recommend any suppliers in your area, but the ring sizes that I'd recommend, I think, for jewelry purposes. You're used to crafting a bunch, so you'd be just fine, I think, with the thicker gauges, like the 16 gauge stuff. But I really like the 18 gauge 3/16 for jewelry, as well as the 16 gauge 1/4 inch. Yeah, we've found some really helpful stuff, Christina. It's just a matter of being patient and consistent with the physical therapy. So I have to save this video to email it to myself just to watch it again. Right on. Well, thanks, Booger. I think it's pretty neat. Like, it never occurred to me that it could be a planchette. I really love that. Thank you so much, Booger. Easy as I'll hunt and embarrass myself on the channel with my first attempt. No, I can't tell somebody, be like, nah, don't be embarrassed, because, I mean, I get it, but also, you're an absolute joy to watch, Roy. Like, I'm not just blowing air up your butt. Like, Randy and I sit around and chill out and watch your videos. So, And anybody who's ever been new at anything, and also even if somebody's just starting out at something, it's really nice to see someone who is good at their craft, like you with your opals, be kind of new to something, and that it's like it's okay to be fumbly and new and awkward, and then to also get to see how that person grows, and becomes increasingly competent with what they're doing. So it's it's for the cause, Roy. You got to do it now. Right on. See, Christina says she likes our videos. That means we're amazing. We come with the Christina stamp of approval. And she has exquisite taste, I can tell you. One of us. One of us. Gooba gobble, gooba gobble. Yeah, we showed that to Maddie while she was here. We warped her 14-year-old mind just a little further. Okay, so I've often had folks be like, well, how do you know how much to... Oh, God. Super durable! Oh, thank goodness. Now that we finished it. um, Folks will be like, how do you know how long to make your chainmail for going around your cabs? And I don't, unless it's something that like a 30 by 22 calibrated cabochon or something, then I'll know, okay, with this ring size, I need to do 4 of that. And that's just trial and error. But I'm just holding this up with my hand, and you can see that one hematite colored ring is kind of in the way. Though if I remove it, it may be just a little too snug. But I think we're going to have to risk that, because the good news is, at least with the polymer clay, we can actually sand or shave it down. And that's how this little guy came out. I kind of like him. He looks kind of, ouch, hot. It's almost like Randy took him out of the oven here recently. Because they're tomatoes and such with tulle. That's a really good idea, Judith. It's a really good idea. We had covered our brassicas this year out in the garden and had really great results until my Brussels sprouts got so tall that they lifted the hem of the row cover up off the ground. And I think also because like they were touching the mesh, the moths just laid their eggs directly through it. So, oh, well, thanks, Christina. So there is the half Persian 3-in-1. And I'm going to start by pushing it over the front to see if it will come around. Oh yeah, this is looking pretty good. Roy, what time is it there for you? Not to sound like a grandma, but it's like, shouldn't you be in bed? Do you ever go hunting gemstones? I love to do that. Find a stone and make it beautiful. We had gone, we haven't specifically gone gemstone hunting, but we have gone to like quartz crystal mines down in Mount Ida, Arkansas. Oh my gosh, that's like morning. Wow. Well, good morning, Roy. It's what's military time for? It's like 1921 here where we are, or 7:21 in p.m. Having to remind myself that Roy's not upside down right now. Right on. I've been trying to get up earlier. He might be. He might be upside down. Okay, so I feel like if we were to do this, we could fractal wrap it, but I think that's going to kind of break up the lines. Ooh, right on. It's going to break up the lines of what we've got going on. So ow, that gemstone's still hot. Oof. Well, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Oh, Sam, it's hard being a dog. I am going to fill in the back with a 2-part epoxy. It's a DevCon brand. It's a 5-minute epoxy. I'm going to grab an index card. And I'm not going to put those away yet because we're going to be making a chain for this, I think. Yeah, I'm going to have it hang like that. I love that stone. Let me find... Oh, let's go poop in the yard. Ah, they're barking already. They haven't even pooped yet. They're just barking. Okay. Alrighty, so we have an index card. I actually like to use my parawire spools to be a base because it can let me level the stone out. I want to make sure it's nicely positioned because once we have the epoxy on there, we don't touch it. It's kind of at where it's at. And I don't want to have it too far hanging off the back or too far towards the front. Okay, oops. And so now this is the epoxy we have. Hopefully I have enough. If not, I've got more bottles. But yeah, DevCon brand 5-minute epoxy. All comatose. Yeah, cap's stuck. Dang it. That is real. Did I glue the lid on again? Ah, there we go. Okay. Well, oh, and it smells like burning horsehair, but it's fine. I've got that fan going. Let's see if we can. Don't want the little cruds in it. Now, I use the 5-minute epoxy because of its viscosity. I need something that is thick enough, and this is not nearly enough. I'm going to need another bottle of this. Where my glue at? I need something that has strong adhesion, even to non-porous materials, and I need something that will not run through and drip down the front through the chainmail. And so I don't use resins, I don't use putties, because they're not quite viscous enough. The putties aren't. The resins are way too runny. There we go. I'm just scooping it all up onto the thing. And I'm just encouraging it around to where it's touching the chainmail. But you could try UV resin, but oh good lord, let me go get the dog. Oh no, the neighbors are outside. Do you have that, honey?
Yeah, I got it.
You're the greatest, thank you. I wish he would give the neighbors some peace. Alright, now you can see though that wasn't enough to cap it off. So I'm gonna mix up just a little bit more. Huh?
Did you tell him?
He told him what for. Probably made aggressive eye contact the whole time he was crying.
Oh, yeah.
The dog, not the neighbor.
Ain't gonna judge. It's his property. He can do what he wants.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Fresh stick and thing. Let's rummage a bit and see if... Well, hot dog. Randy, you'd be so proud. I actually put the glue in the drawer titled glue. Oh, technically it is a resin? Right on. Well. It's I don't know. It's not a casting resin, I guess is where in my mind I make the distinction. So glad to see this on. Jewelry isn't selling. It's giving me the blahs. Yeah, well, don't be discouraged. We've seen a market almost half, like our sales have cut by like half. People are getting back to paying their mortgages and stuff. Like, I mean, the whole world's trying to wake up and it's just like stumbling. So, like some folks are coming out of lockdown, some folks are still going into lockdown. Like it's a bit of a blur. So, it's part of the ebb and flow of everything, but keep in mind, I mean, unless you're on Etsy and they expire your listings, your jewelry isn't going to go bad. So take this time to build up your education, to educate yourself about online marketing and things that there's so much free information online that you can educate yourself for just the time expense. And start learning more and more that will benefit you for whenever sales do start to pick up. You know, it costs people nothing to follow you on TikTok or on Instagram or on YouTube. So now is a perfect time. I feel like a tarot reader with my like tie-dye vest on and my bangs out being like, now's the best time. You're reading people's star charts being like, now's the time for you to invest in your education in a non-financial way. But truly though, now is a fantastic time to build your skills. Maybe if you don't have custom work coming in or orders to process, now's a perfect time to refine something that is time consuming that you've been meaning to work on. So just because the financial aspect of running our businesses may be ebbing and flowing, or maybe not flowing enough, don't let that stop you from being productive. And there's no such thing as wasted time or wasted effort whenever you're putting it into yourself and into your business. So is my 2 cents on the matter. It's really hard to pay attention to a new craft or to refining your skills. It's like, oh gee, I hope the lights stay on. Crafting's a lot more fun when you're not just eating beans, rice, and bologna. But I believe in you. Does Etsy cancel your listings? Listings do expire unless something has changed over however long as it's been since we've had Etsy. But they do expire, and it's like 20 cents to relist them, which is why I really recommend to folks to also have your own website, because that way you don't have to rely on Etsy to get your shit done. So I'm going to, Callie's on the front porch. I'm going to go bring her in. I'll be right back. And then we'll talk more. Oh, pretty kitty. It's so hard being a cat without birdie. I just watched a hummingbird kick my cat's butt. Like, oh my god. Callie was just around the front porch like, please, Mom, they're being mean to me. Let me in. Poor critter. Silik says, I feel like I know you. I've watched you every day for months. I've learned so much. You have a sweet spirit. Aw, I'm really bitter, but it's fine. Like, I'm glad you like what we do. Oh, I need to not be sticking my arm in the cab. But yeah, I'm going to just not touch it for like 5 minutes at least. The doggies are doing good. They freaked out so hard to their last appointment that we had to get their prescription refilled for their happy pills and reschedule the appointment because they were getting all of the dogs in the vet up into a tizzy. And Sam's cancer is, he's gonna have to have another surgery this year. It'll be his second surgery.
Love outfit tie-dye vest. Well, thank you, Christina. And we have our shameless self-promotion super durable shirts that y'all can go buy some if you want one. We're accepting pre-orders through our friends' website with World of Strange. They're the folks who are screen printing them. So it just made more sense for us to kind of direct all of the traffic through there. But pre-orders are open until August 12th. So, hey Gregory, I'm doing great. Oh, the smell of this though. The fan. Yeah, he's a whiny puppy. But no, they're doing good. I've really been enjoying being home off the road so that we could spend so much time with Sam and Z and Ember. She's getting old too. And Callie. She's a rambunctious just gremlin. So it's been really nice getting to be home, but it's still it breaks my heart. So when did my puppies become old men with gray in their beards? Like, not focusing on that right now. Marty says, looks like the necklace that you're wearing is holding up good. It is! It's holding up really well. I'd had some thoughts, because like for some folks, if you're wearing it on like your sensitive skin and you're not into it, because it's not rubbing me or anything, but it could very easily be backed in like suede the way that you would with like beaded pieces. Shouldn't you be getting rings ready to make the chain? Are you planning to add beads to the chain? I don't know yet, and we've gone 30 minutes over, so I kind of want to keep it a planchette. I don't know. We'll have to see. But it's time for me to go for a walk and eat some food. And pretty girl, what are you doing? Oh, my baby. You want to say hey to everybody? You got burrs all in your fur. What are you doing? Nope, you don't get to jump over there. This is my Callie cat, y'all. She's such a good girl. She's such a gremlin. I never miss you all the time when you're not around. Yeah. Oh. I don't know if y'all can see that little face. She melts my bitter little heart, you guys. Yeah, get out of here. Love that stinking cat. Have a great birthday evening. Thanks so much for the live. Avec metal pendants with velour. Ooh, that's a nice idea, Comatose. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. We will be continuing our live stream schedule every Friday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we look forward to seeing you guys there. We also will have new tutorials ongoing every Thursday and Sunday. We have our Monday shop updates. So if you need some pretty cabs, like check out this one, y'all. We're gonna have some more like this in an upcoming shop update as well. Super cool stuff. But yeah, be sure to check that out. Sign up for our newsletter if you haven't already, and just keep being awesome, you guys. Until next time, happy crafting. Bye.